so what to expect for this week crypto market outlook? And of course, I think there are a lot of capitulation that's been happening. Okay, and of course, a lot of people are panicking, and I believe maybe some of you have also probably panic sold, or probably people hands your position. Okay, and of course, how low? How low can we go? And is this the bottom, or is the bottom is already here? That is the big question that everybody is asking. Okay, or should we enter now and buy the dip? Okay, that'll be another thing again. So yeah, nonetheless, we can see BTC is hovering around 83, 84K. Okay, we have a good CPI reading data, consumer price index showing dollar is weakening. Okay, so that's where other asset class is strengthening against the dollar. Okay, so yeah, this is what is really happening in the macro environment, not only for crypto, but of course for the global market, especially for stocks as well. Okay, as you can see that Donald Trump have already imposed tariffs. So this will cause the market to tank. And of course, also he have another agenda as well, which I'm going to share with you later on. And nonetheless, we can see here, okay, how is the crypto market is going to recover. Okay, so yeah, we can see there are a lot of bloodshed that is being happening here, right? And maybe it could be happening in the next following week as well. Okay, and probably there could be another shake off as well. Okay, so what we are seeing right now, there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Okay, I think a lot of people are panicking. Okay, especially those who are coming into crypto, or this is their first cycle, probably coming in at the top. Okay, I think they are actually at an unrealized loss. Okay, maybe about 70 to 90%. Okay, probably those people are actually playing those meme points, or probably those, no utility, I would say. Right, but nonetheless, we're going to see here. Okay, probably this could be the bottom. Bottom can be very close or could be near. Okay, so yeah, after that, you can see that the market is actually pricing in on Donald Trump inauguration since January. So I believe January was the top, was the peak, early peak, okay, for the inauguration. Then slowly we see a pullback or correction from there. Okay, but again, like I said, the bull market peak is still not there yet. There is no sign of a bull market top yet. Okay, because if you look at the monthly time frame again, it is still healthy retracement. Okay, higher highs and higher lows. So there's no sign of double top there. Okay, so even other indicators also do not mention any signal or top signal yet. Okay, all right. So you're gonna see any incoming bounce. That's a thing. Okay, so if you're actually down in a position, okay, and probably you might want to exit. Okay, maybe you have given up, or maybe you're done with crypto. Maybe this probably dead cat bounce might give you another relief, or probably another chance to exit. Okay, so yeah, maybe it could also go lower, somewhere around 50 to 69K. That is the worst case scenario. Okay, and of course, any chance of going up again might see around 100 to 119K. Probably when it reaches to 100K, you might want to, probably cut at least 50% of your position, or probably convert it to BTC or stable. So that is what many expert analysts are mentioning as well. Okay, so this is also a good sign, because crypto market often moves in the opposite direction of the crowd's expectation. Okay, all right, so yeah, if you can see here, don't be surprised if there's a bit more pain in store first. Right, it's always the darkest before the dawn. So likewise, like what Trump is doing is like short-term pain, long-term profit, right? So what you're seeing right now is that the market is actually bleeding. Okay, probably you're enduring the pain for now. I would say this is just short-term. Maybe it could last another 60 to 90 days. But after that, you're going to see probably blue skies ahead, and everything is going according to plan, right? So yeah, market is really pricing in on uncertainty, and of course, the tariffs as well. So what happens after that? Most likely, the Federal Reserve might go to cut interest rate, okay, which will reduce the inflation. And of course, they will start announcing QE, which is quantitative easing, where they're going to print money. Okay, for now, they're still sticking with QT, which is quantitative tightening, I think quantitative tightening. So they will not print any money yet, okay, unless there's certain criteria being met. So what is Trump doing now is like indirectly forcing the Federal Reserve to actually move into QE, and of course to reduce the interest rate. That is what Trump wants. Okay, so you have to understand why the market is actually down. right? The whole market is actually down, not only crypto. Okay, so that's where you're going to reposition your portfolio, okay, restructure, and of course to de-risk as well, right? If you're holding more than 10, 50 altcoins, that's where you have to really look into it. Okay, so no more making that kind of mistake. Okay, don't hold more than 10. Okay, so you got to de-risk for this year. And then moving on next. Okay, we're going to see here what's happening with the SEC side. So the SEC right now, they're actually postponing. Okay, they are going to delay, okay, for the ETF approval, right? Especially coming in from Ripple, Solana, Litecoin, Cardano, and Dogecoin. So these are the 5 coins that they are going to have this ETF very, very soon, probably by this year alone. Okay, so why is this delay? Why did they push back? Okay, right. So yeah, we can see here. Okay, so for Cardano itself, okay, the Security Commission has officially designated around May 29, 2025 as a new deadline for deciding on the Canary Spot ADA. Okay, so they have until May, which is about 2 months from now. Okay, and then for Ripple, it's about 22nd. So Ripple will be first. Okay, and then only following by Cardano. Okay, then what else here? The right coin scheduled by March 29. So this is much more earlier. Okay, and then we have Dogecoin around May 21st. Solana May 19. Okay, so all this is like preparing in line for the ETF. Most likely, I think they could be very, very bullish. Okay, I think everything is really pricing in for what is to come. Okay, and then of course, speaking about crypto regulation, okay, I believe that most likely for SEC will be very, very clear on the direction or the path to actually approve whatever ETF. And of course, compared to the last SEC chairman, which is 𝗧𝗺𝗀𝗀𝘀, okay, which is quite strict and everything most of the time he rejected or delayed. Okay, so yeah, I think coming on with this new SEC chairman, I think most likely will be very, very bullish. Okay, I think most likely the ETFs will get approved for this year alone. Okay, because I don't see any reason why they're going to postpone again. Okay, and then but again on May itself could be a very interesting month where all these ETF might get approved. Okay, starting I think early for Litecoin. Litecoin will be the first month, second year. So it's March, which is end of this month. Okay, so Litecoin will get it first. But then the deadline will push to May 13th. So everything will be on May 13th. Yeah, everything will be on May. So all ETFs will be on May itself. So about 2 months from there. So yeah, this is how you prepare. And then moving on next. Okay, so speaking of Solana, right? I already mentioned to you guys, I think Solana is in real, real big trouble. Okay, so Solana have already broken its upwards trend line on the weekly time frame. And if you look against Solana against Bitcoin, it tends to underperform. So that's the reason why I have converted my Solana to Bitcoin. The whole allocation from Solana to Bitcoin. Okay, I don't see Solana will able to make it to the last all-time high or to even recover back from there. Okay, so yeah, most likely you're going to remain stagnant, but that's just my point of view. And also that is also one of the reasons why I have also de-risked my Solana position, converting it back to Bitcoin. Okay, so that is another play here. Okay, then you can see here Solana falls under realized price, also another concern. Okay, Solana has just seen a breakdown of the realized price. All right, so when the spot price of the asset is trading above this metric, it means the holders as a whole are carrying a net unrealized profit. Okay, and then on the other hand, it's being under the indicator suggests that average investor is underwater. Okay, so normal retail people are actually underwater, which is not good. Okay, so yeah, here we can see the purple line. Okay, and the price have already dropped below the purple line. Okay, which is not good. Okay, so you can see under the realized price. So which means I think a lot of people are at loss. Okay, so yeah, you can see here during the graph here, Solana broke above its realized price back in 2023. Okay, putting investors all into green, or which is in the profit zone. And then the whole year of 2024, first couple of months this year, price remained above the line, but recently it seems another crossover has finally occurred again. Yeah, so yeah, I think a lot of people are actually underwater. Okay, plunge below its realized price for the first time nearly 3 years. Okay, and if you look on the weekly chart, also it doesn't seems to be really good. Okay, tends to underperform now. So that's the reason why I converted to BDC. Okay, so all these metrics have already shown that Solana is weakening. Okay, in terms of performance. Okay, and if you look on the on-chain activity as well, the trading volume have also dropped significantly because majority of those retails moving into Solana because of what? Meme coins. Okay, so when you see the party is over, when there's no drive from the retail will just leave. They'll probably leave and give up, and then lastly they will sell Solana. Okay, so that's the whole reason why Solana is thriving throughout this time is because of meme coins and because of Pump.Fund. Since Pump.Fund do not have the volume or the volume is decreasing, that's where Solana also gain, it will lose its traction because of this as well. Okay, so you have to understand, but it's just my point of view, and you don't have to take my advice seriously. But if you are probably maybe right, if you feel that you are in a realized profit for your Solana, maybe at least take out your capital. At least take out your capital. Then if you want to ride all the way throughout this year, ride all the way if you want. Okay, because I'm already de-risking my portfolio for this year. Okay, streaming down to only like maximum 5 points for this year alone. Okay, throughout the Q4. So yeah, I think basically this is the market sentiment. Okay, and this is what you might need to do as well. Okay, and then moving on next. Okay, so we can see here talking about the RSI for Bitcoin dominance. So again, as long as the Bitcoin dominance continue to go up, that's where alts will start to bleed even more. Okay, so dominance needs to go down, needs to crash. Okay, before we can able to see an altcoin season or a bull run. Okay, so yeah, at the moment the Bitcoin dominance in terms of percentage, I think is hovering around 61%. But if you can see the dominance RSI have already went up to about 70. 70 usually it mentioned oversold, overbought. Okay, overbought level. Maybe it's time for a peak, time for a pullback. Okay, while this seems like a bullish signal at first glance, analysts suggest otherwise, warning that the dominance RSI must cool down for the final phase of the bull run to take place. This is the one that everyone is waiting for. The dominance has to go down. What we can see on the technical side, especially on weekly, is creating an ascending channel. So the higher it goes, ascending, there could be a high possibility of a break towards the downside. So that is my take here. Okay. So RSI, right, or also known as relative strength index, right? What does it do? Right? It tracks the speed and change of price movement and is used to identify overbought and oversold condition. So it's usually around 70 is overbought, 30, if we reach 30 is oversold. That is the indication of a standard RSI. Okay, if you're into technical trading, then you should know what is RSI. Okay, right? So why Bitcoin RSI dominance matters? Okay, especially when it has to go down. Okay, that would mean that the market is shifting towards more balanced condition, allowing capital to flow into altcoins and drive up their price. That is the key here that everyone is waiting for. But when? Okay, how soon can we get this? Okay, because people do not know and people are getting impatient. Okay, because a lot of people having that kind of expectation where probably like January, February tends to be a very bullish month for crypto, right? According to the last historical cycle, but unfortunately, it not seems to play out. And then now we are heading to March now, and we are seeing another pullback again, another correction. So I think a lot of people have been giving up. So yeah, like I said, you have to maintain that kind of patience. And of course, you got to rebalance your portfolio in order to stay in the game. The whole idea here is to survive in this market. Because if you feel capitulated, if you feel that you over invested, having that kind of expectation, okay, that this crypto can able to, make you retire or probably pay your bills, then you have to rethink your strategy, right? If you over invested. So that's the thing, okay, especially for some individuals, all right? So you might want to, pay attention. Okay, so next we're going to see here. Okay, this coming in from the on-chain analysis, right? So this is about CryptoCon. So again, I think a lot of people mentioning. Okay, so the bull market is over. All right, now we are entering a recession. Okay, so we can see very similar style as well. Compared to the last two cycles, very similar. Okay, right, ETFs are here, no more correction. So what happened? Price dipped down. And then when it dips down, this was, I think, last cycle. Yeah, last cycle was the BTC ETF. Okay, and then what happened here? Recession starts now. Similar pattern also spring out. Then it creates a signal of a bottom. And then now we come here. Strategic reserve coming, super cycle inbound. So that's where everyone having the expectation of a super cycle after the strategic reserve has been announced. And since I think last Friday, they have the strategic reserve meeting, price, I think, sold off, right? Went down. And then now we have this latest where we are seeing a lot of people calling bear market have already started. And of course, recession is moving here. Very, very similar. Also, look at this recession coming, going back to 15K. Altcoins are dead. Black Swan. Okay, so yeah, I think history may not repeat, but sometimes it does rhyme according to the historical data. So yeah, likewise, I said, you want to survive this game. Okay, all right, you want to survive and you want to really pay attention on your altcoins holding. That is a key here. Okay, what kind of altcoins that you're holding throughout this bull run? Very, very important. Okay, and then next, you're going to see here, okay, especially for Ethereum against Bitcoin chart. Okay, so this was the biggest move since 2017, right? The super cycle on the Trump era, Trump's first presidency. Okay, so what we are seeing right now here, I think maybe it's like playing out quite similar. Okay, from 2015 to 2018, what we can see here, price descending. Okay, you can see descending channel. Ethereum is weakening against Bitcoin, and then suddenly break up. Okay, was the upside for it against BTC. And then now we can see 2018 to 2025. How many years was there? You can see here. Okay, this was like 3 years. This is like how many years here? Okay, I think about seven years. Okay, 5, yeah, 7. Okay, so we've been consolidating, it's declining down, descending down. So now it's like waiting for a reversal or a rebound here. Okay, so last time this happened, Ethereum went parabolic. Okay, so I think probably Ethereum might go all the way down once more, probably one more last dip, then probably say call the bottom, and that's where we're going to see a huge reversal again. So probably that could be one scenario there, or we could bottom from now, then continue to consolidate and make a new all-time high from there. And then again, like I said, the biggest killer in crypto again, okay, complacency. Okay, some of you come into crypto, okay, just choose an altcoin and just invest, and then you rode all the way up and all the way down. You round trip your position. You don't even bother to take your capital, okay, and then what's more with your profits. Okay, and then for those people, especially coming in for meme coins, they're putting in $10, okay, $50, and then when you're up like 5, 10x, when I ask you, have you take out capital, still the one, and then you think that the market can go up continuously. That is the thing, complacency, being in denial. Okay, so it looks like a lot of people never learn. Okay, and ignoring warning signs, complacency. Not taking profits, what's more with your capital, complacency. Every time you have to wait for a signal. So if I don't tell you, then you don't take. That's it. So for your own personal portfolio, you have to monitor. Okay, you have to check. Okay, on and off, whether it's during the market euphoria or probably during market situation like this, you have to check. Okay, which altcoin has been performing? Okay, since like example, I bought 2023 by Redix or Shrapnel. Fast forward till now, 2025. The altcoins is not even performing and it's down like 80-90%. Am I still going to hold? That is the big question here. Then if I look at the data of the company and then I look at commodity, it's not doing any development or upgrading, then therefore I have to go and cut. There's no point for me holding, you understand? But some of you don't care. Oh, because it's 80-90% is down, why I want to sell now? Why I want to cut? Might as well just leave it, right? That is what most people are, complacency. And then acting stone on new information. They don't get any, probably they don't update themselves, or probably they expect someone who are in crypto to actually feed them the information. okay, spoon feed them instead of, probably being independent to actually find out what is really happening. And then bad planning, again, okay, probably some of you over-invested, okay, probably took loan to invest in crypto. And then the biggest question I always ask when you took loan and invest, can you sleep at night? Because a lot of people, when I ask them this question, they either cannot answer or probably they lie to themselves. Oh yeah, I can sleep. After that, when the price dips like 80-90% portfolio, they cannot take it. Right? That's where it shows that they are over-invested or bad planning, complacency. Okay, so that's the thing that you have to really understand. You got to plan properly when you want to invest in crypto. Okay, so yeah, hopefully you guys can start to learn. Okay, especially for this cycle. I think this is a wake-up call. Okay, especially for me and you guys. Okay, so a lot to learn during this cycle. Then moving on next. Okay, especially coming in from Trump's administration. Okay, why you can see very clearly what Trump wants to do. Okay, taking down UST yields, beat the USD, and then lower yields will allow for one, easier government debt refinancing. Okay, and then secondly, cheaper capital for companies investing in the US. That is one. Weakening the USD will boost foreign investment as well as US export. Okay, that is the reason why Trump needs now that he wants to bring manufacturing back to the US. That's the reason also with the tariffs as well. Okay, impose on tariffs also that he wants to, making the Federal Reserve to reduce the interest rate. Okay, all right, so you can see here, Trump is willing to take the US into recession. But earlier this morning, I think he mentioned that there won't be any recession. That is the confirmation that he sent on Twitter. And then the market recovered. Okay, spooking the market short term, while again boosting US manufacturing over the long term. See his game plan here, the 4D chess. Okay, so that is how his game plan is. Okay, and then markets are reacting by pricing in 75 basis point of cuts instead of 50 basis point January. Okay, 10-year yields down from 4.8 to 4.3. And then with the dollar weakening, Dixie, dollar index is down from 110 to 104. You can see already the dollar index is down. That is the game plan here from Trump. Similar style, I believe. Last cycle, last 2017 cycle as well, similar. Trump came in, okay, announced this, announced that, dollar index weakened, okay, announced tariff, and then I think QE also happened on that time. And then you can see the market went up, soaring again, right? US stock markets 5 to 10% from the peak. All right, so yeah, I think this is just short-term noise. If you can endure the pain, endure it all the way, okay? The whole idea here is to survive. That's what I'm saying. So if you need to reposition your portfolio, do it. Okay, if you over-invested, you might want to rethink and you're going to check it out again. Okay, screen through all your coins that you bought since the first day that you entered till now. Has the coin performed or not? That is the big thing here. And then if your position is up at least 1x or 2x, make sure to take out your capital. This is the time. You don't want to continue to ride all the way again because you might never know. Market might reverse again. So this is a chance to check, a wake-up call for you to learn. Okay, so don't repeat the same mistake again. Then moving on next to Airdrop. So for those of you who have been transacting on Solana, okay, or for those of you who hold Jupiter, Magic Eden token, Jito, and then all these tokens here, like Giga Chat and then Pengu, I think you should at least gotten something here from Solana. It's a pause airdrop. So they haven't launched yet. So listing price will be around 0.0006 per token. So not much here to look at, but this is just like a dust drop here. Okay, so you might want to check it if you transacted in this chain. And then moving on next, okay, you can see here coming from Nilian. We've been transacting on Nilian testnet. So you might want to check it out for the airdrop. These are the airdrop eligibility. Okay, community value, developer, and then verifier program participation. So this is the qualification for the airdrop for Nilian. Okay, so yeah, you can see here, right? This is the drop, and then this is actually a testnet, and then moving on next. Okay, so for those of you who are doing Monet, especially where Scott and Young, so you might want to do this. Okay, so Monet developer community is pushing the limits, okay, for the testnet module. So you might want to play this game. Pick any game you like. These games are packed with transaction. And the Monad Dash want to see how much load the testnet can handle. No need to grind all day, just play a few games. So this is the one. So you're going to play here. Okay, so I'm not sure whether you need 4 set, so you can try to play. So this is a game here. Okay, so you can just choose any game at one. This is Monad Gaia Animals, Arcade Horizon. Okay, Flappy Trump also got. Okay, so yeah, you gotta play the game. Okay, and then you just try to, I don't know. I don't know whether they give any points or not, but just try to play. But it doesn't seem to connect your wallet. So I'm not sure how do they track the performance if you're playing. Right? So yeah, just try. I take something. Yeah, so okay, so you need to connect wallet here. Right? So you have to connect. And then you're going to start playing the game. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to try it out. Okay, if you're free, just try to play one or two, and then probably you're good to go. Then next, you're going to see here coming in from Chainbase. So Chainbase thing, the check-in is already done. So now they have already launched the testnet. So people like Scott, maybe you might want to do this. You have to add it into your airdrop schedule. Okay, that's where you want to bridge Chainbase network testnet, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀. Okay, so you have to start doing. This is coming in from ETH 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀. So if you don't have 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀, you might want to mint. Okay, you want to mint your ETH and then get it transferred over to Chainbase network. So I think this is the only testnet bridge that they are announcing now. Chainbase has announced its Chainbase network. Okay, this is the final step for mainnet. So better get it done. Okay, bridge any amount of test ETH to Chainbase testnet. Okay, then once arrived, bridge it back out. Withdrawal will take about 1 hour. All right, so yeah, this is the only thing. Bridge in and bridge out for Chainbase. Okay, so where's Scott? Better do. And don't always think about hyperlane. When is the snapshot? When is the airdrop? Transact until official. That's the thing. Okay, so keep yourself occupied. Okay, don't be so overly invested into one airdrop and hoping that it will pay off. Just continue to transact until when they say it's snapshot and then you're done. Okay, and then next, again, like I said, the bull market peak indicator. As of now, we don't see any sign of a top yet. You can see here, 100% hold. Okay, we don't see any sign of this yet, not even one triggered. Okay, hit or not, no. Most of them say no. So these are the indicators that you can able to record. Bull market peak signal. Okay, so this one you can be able to refer as well. Bull market peak signal. Okay, so these are the indicators for you to check. Okay, there's so many criteria here. Okay, short-term holder, long-term holder, Bitcoin dominance, altcoin season index down. This is the indicator. Then moving on next. Okay, so you can see here, this is the crypto market outlook. Now we are hovering around 82.4. Ethereum is at 1.8. Ripple is still holding very good, 2.2. Okay, then you can see here, any gainers for today. Pi Network up about 20%, 1.63. Celestia 16%. We have Story Protocol yet again is up. You can see 15.29%. Okay, so most of it are actually recovering short term. So biggest loss for today, Aptos, MakerDAO, Ethena, Hyperliquid is the worst, 22%. And look at Movement Labs as well, 17% in the last 7 days, quite good as well. Okay, then moving on next to the technical side. So if you have any questions, feel free to put in the chat box. Okay, any altcoins recommendation, okay, anything about airdrop, feel free to put inside chat box. So let me see here on dominance. So dominance is at 62.15. Okay, and it's like looking continuously to break towards the upside. So you have to be very cautious here on dominance. Okay, so like I said, the dominance needs to go down. If not, most likely it will continue to rally. Then to retest 65.43, and then this is the final resistance at 70.89%. Okay, so what is left is this support here, 60.17. It actually retest back and then it rebounded for the dominance. Okay, came back up, rebound, maintain this as support, and it's looking up again. So if you look onto the weekly, this is the resistance, right? It needs to break above. So it's looking like it's set to break above. So we have to see. Today is the third day of the week. So another 2 more days to end this weekly candle. Okay, so let's see. On daily itself also very bullish, a nice momentum for the dominance. So dominance is actually rallying up. Okay, if you look on to Ethereum against Bitcoin, we can see that it's still breaking down. Okay, it's breaking towards the downside, and this will be the next stop here. This will be around 0.02086, another support zone. I think this will be the, I don't know how many more critical support. This will be the next one also. And then if it continues to go down some more, lights will be totally out here. 0.00902. These are all the zones for it to try to rebound from all this critical support. It's been going down all the way. Okay, still weakening against Bitcoin. The weekly also is down. Price also is trending towards the downside, rejected at the sell zone, breaking down again. So we can see that Ethereum against Bitcoin, there's no sign of sideways movement. Okay, there's no sign of a breather or consolidation period where the market will try to break up. So far, it's trending towards the downside. Then on BTC now, we've seen the CPI reading is quite good. So yeah, I think overall you can see on monthly setup here, the price. Okay, so overall the trend is here on monthly, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, getting a higher low as well. So this will be the next support, 71.3. Okay, 71.3, leading it back all the way back to 62.6. And then you're going to see here around at this level here, 96.7, leading it back all the way back here to 102.4. So that is the setup here for the monthly. Monthly overall still bullish. Even if we trace back at 71 or 62, still considered bullish. But on weekly, okay, you can see there's a big squeeze on weekly. So Monday, there is a sell to buy situation. Okay, so yeah, overall we can see here for weekly it is bearish, right? Because it break below the band. So confirmation, maybe a rebound might come back all the way back here for a retest on the resistance level at 93.1. And then maybe you might see, can you able to maintain and break above, not might round trip again and to go back down and to retest all these critical support zone. 71.3, 62.6. Okay, for BTC. Then on daily itself, you can see momentum sell, pullback for the entry sell. So it's still bearish now. Again, when is the bottom? That is the biggest question here. This level here, right? You see, because 71.3 will be very soon. Or probably we look at daily here. Okay, at 72.8. Okay, so that is the setup here for 72.8. All right, and then on H4, okay, for H4 here, we can see momentum sell, pullback. Price did a candlestick change direction from sell to buy, pullback for the setup here for another re-entry buy here. So let's see whether or not for H4 can you able to maintain above the middle band here. Okay, can you able to maintain above the middle band at 81.7. So if not, then most likely you might see another breakdown again. Then continue to test the lows of this level here at 78.6. That is my take here for BTC. So overall, again, it's still looking quite shaky. We still yet to get a consolidation or double bottom yet. Then moving on next to what? Ethereum, ETH. So ETH, you can see on monthly time frame. Monthly time frame also see the setup. It's also downtrend. And pattern here you can see, which is quite bearish compared to BTC. Okay, and pattern here. So yeah, I think maybe this will be the next one, 1.6, leading back all the way back to 1.2. Okay, 1.6, 1.2, looking onto the weekly time frame and see momentum sell. So every momentum, there could be a pullback. So this pullback maybe will recover back at least to 2.3 for short term. Okay, and then on daily here, we can see, okay, momentum sell still looking downtrend. Okay, H4 also, momentum sell, pullback. You can see it's breaking down again. Okay, sell setup here. So 1.5, 1.6 is the next level for H. K might break lower. Then lastly, Solana, again, like I said, it's not performing, already converted. So monthly overall, you can see have already broken past this upwards trend. Okay, this is the support now, critical support 124.4. Then heading lower again will take Solana around this level at 101. Okay, that is the weekly time frame. So weekly, you can see M pattern form, double top. Okay, double top, you can see momentum sell. So momentum sell, every momentum sell, there will be a pullback. So this will be the critical support zone at 124. So 124 at 101. Okay, for weekly. Daily trend also is actually downtrend. Okay, so yeah, that's my take here.